Today I'm going to discuss the most important period of the English literature is the Jacobean and Caroline playwright, which gives the expressions to the passive suffering and lack of mental and physical vigor. The real spirit of the Elizabethan drama disappeared and only the outward shows and trapping remained. So basically the Jacobean and Caroline playwright जो है expressions देता है passive suffering की and lack of mental and physical vigor की. The real spirit of the Elizabethan drama disappeared हो जाते हैं एंड ओनली द आउटवर्ड शोज एंड ट्रैपिंग रिमेन जो आउटवर्ड शो है एंड और ट्रैपिंग रिमेनेड रह जाती है सो these are the most important expressions which explain the Jacobean and Caroline playwrights को explain करता है एंड एक्सप्रेस करता है पैसिव सफरिंग को एंड lack of mental and physical vigor को so here we have some important questions related to this period. The greatest dramatist of the Jacobean period was Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson was a classicist and moralist or reformer of a drama who made an attempt to have the unities of time, place, and action in the play. Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson was mainly a writer of comedies. Volcano, The Silent Woman, The Alchemist, and The Bartholomew Fair are the comedies attained outstanding success written Ben Jonson. The comedies of Ben Jonson, which illustrate his theory of humor, are Every Man is in Here Humor, Every Man Out of His Humor. Ben Jonson wrote the tragic plays on the classical model but are not as successful as the Sageness and Catholines. Unlike Shakespeare, Ben Jonson was an intellectual writer and satirical writer. Which of the following comedy of Ben Jonson was a satirical study of Avarice on the heroic scales? Volcano. John Marston melodramas, which are full of forceful and impressive passage were Antonia and Melida, Antonius and Revenge. So these are the most important questions related to the Jacobean and Caroline playwright. The greatest dramatic of the Jacobean period was Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson was a classicist and moralist and reformer of a drama who made an attempt to have the unities of time, place, and action in his plays. Ben Jonson. Jonson was mainly a writer of comedies. Volcano, The Silent Woman, The Alchemist, and The Bartholomew Fair are the comedies attained outstanding success written by Ben Jonson. The comedy of Ben Jonson, which illustrate his theory of humor, are Every Man is in a Humor, Every Man Out of His Humor. Ben Jonson wrote tragic play on the classical model but are not successful are the Sageness Catiline. Unlike the Shakespeare, Ben Jonson was a intellectual writer and satirical writer. On okay, which of the following comedy of Ben Jonson's was a satirical study of the Avarice on the heroic scales? Volcano. John Marston melodramas, which are full of forceful and impressive passage were Antonio and Melida, Antonius Revenge. So these are the most important questions which is related to the Jacobean and the Caroline playwrights. So I hope you like this video, which is very important, and mm, these are the most important points which related to this period and gave the expressions of lots of suffering, passive suffering, and lack of mental and physical vigor. And in this period, the real spirit of Elizabethan drama disappeared, and the only the outward shoes and trappings remaining. So these are the most important points. So I hope you like this video, which is very important. Thank you so much.